Right? You were saying you wanted kids too. Let's just get it over with. We don't even need to have any foreplay. It'll be fine.
Yuko. Yes! Finally! Finally! Why would I ever let this opportunity go? My name is Tamanosuke Sagawa. I'm a 27-year-old average working adult. I married my classmate from college named Yuko, and we've been married for 2 years. We both loved history, and we met when we joined the Japanese History Club at the same time. Before we got married, we often went on vacations to go look at the various castles around Japan, and to this day, I think we're a married couple that gets along well. Hey, I'm heading home now.
Okay, looks like I'll be home before you, so I'll get dinner ready.
Thanks. Is there anything you want me to buy on the way home?
Maybe some appetizers would be nice.
Got it. We always message each other when we're on the way home, without fail. And since we're both working, we split up the chores as well. We eat dinner together every day. And while we're eating, we always talk about how our days went. This is how well we got along. But there's one big thing that's been on my mind.
Well then, I'm gonna go take a bath first.
Sometimes, I want to take a bath together, you know?
Hey! Tamanosuke, you perv.
This is just a small jab in my own way. The main subject is from here.
Alright, good night.
Hey, we're not gonna do it tonight either?
You know today is Monday. I don't have that much energy.
But you always said no on Saturday and Sunday. You know, it's been 6 months since the last time we did it. I'm starting to feel a little lonely.
But I'm about to get on my period soon, so maybe after my period's over.
Okay, good night. This is just another one of her standard excuses. And regardless of when her period comes or goes, it doesn't matter. When we were dating, we would always do it when we met. So I knew that she wasn't a girl with a particularly low sex drive. If anything, she would come on to me pretty aggressively, and I was amazed that girls could be this horny. But ever since we got married, the frequency started becoming less and less, until finally, 6 months ago, we fell into the hell of a celibate marriage, which brings us to today. Hey, in your house, what's it like when it comes to the stuff at night, you know? What's wrong? Are you stuck in a rut? I'm trying to think of ways so that I don't end up like that.
I know what you mean. When I kept getting rejected by my wife, I straight up asked her, "What is it that you don't like?"
Oh, okay.
She said she wasn't in the mood at all, and that was about it. But she had a point though. If we're always in the same bedroom and always doing the same routine, then we're essentially in a rut. Sometimes if we meet up at a hotel or remember the days when we were still dating, it gets pretty heated.
I see. That's a great idea. I'm gonna try suggesting it next time.
Remind me, how many years has it been since you've been married?
This is our 2nd year. I'm starting to think that I want to have kids pretty soon, but I really want to treasure this time with my wife first. I say time with my wife, even though we're completely celibate at this point.
I see. We had our first kid last year, but of course, during the pregnancy and after the birth, the guy's side has to be abstinent for a while, so you should really enjoy your wife now while you can.
It's not like I just want to have sex with my wife because I want to release my own sex drive. If we were to have kids, I'm definitely confident that I would be able to wait. I want to have sex with Yuko because I love Yuko. That's all. But I was starting to wonder if maybe Yuko's feelings towards me had already changed. No. This isn't a time to be weak. Just like he said, maybe we're just in a rut, and that's why she hasn't been in the mood. Maybe I'll go stop by and have a look at the hotel that we used to go to a lot in college. In addition to doing some research, I decided to stop by the Love Hotel that we used to frequent, but I hadn't gone near since our college days. That was when I was met with a shocking scene unfolding in front of me. Yuko. My mind had gone completely blank, but by the time I came to, I realized that I had secured the scene with my phone. The two of them disappeared into the hotel, but for a while, I wasn't able to move from that spot. Maybe she couldn't rely on me as a man anymore. Or she couldn't even look at me as a man anymore. But unless I asked Yuko, I wouldn't have the answers. I may be at fault at some degree, but the person who ran towards an affair is definitely the one in the wrong. Come on, you can't cry. It's pathetic, Tamanosuke. There are so many things that you need to do now. That day, Yuko had told me that she was going out for drinks with her colleagues, and that she would be home late. That's why I also went out for drinks with my colleague, and why I decided to stop by and check out the hotel on my way home. But since this was the result, it was no joke anymore. That night, no matter how long I waited, Yuko never came home. I had to go to work the next day, even though it was a Saturday, so I ended up going to sleep. But when I woke up the next morning, Yuko was sleeping next to me in bed as usual. What I saw yesterday, maybe it was a dream. No, there's no way. All I had to do was look at the photo gallery in my cell phone to be reminded of that nightmare. I hurried to get ready and headed off to work. Usually I would prepare Yuko's breakfast before leaving, but I didn't do anything today.
Good morning. Sucks that you have to work so much on a Saturday. I ended up drinking way too much and I have a really bad hangover. Are you going to be home early tonight? I can make dinner while I wait for you, so do you have any requests?
Usually I would always reply as soon as I opened the message and marked it as read, but I had no idea how to respond, and I started typing, but my fingers stopped.
I know how you feel. Working on a Saturday, it's seriously depressing. Should we go out for drinks later, even though we went yesterday too?
Hey, your kid is still really little, right? If you go out drinking that often, I feel bad for your wife.
Oh, my wife has gone back to her parents' house right now.
Huh? Wait a second. Are you getting a divorce?
No! Actually, well, she's pregnant with her second.
What?
Her morning sickness has been really bad, so she went back home to get help from her mom for now. I'm planning on going there tomorrow to help out too.
I see. So it's going well for you guys. I'm happy for you.
Speaking of, did your hotel strategy go well, Tamanosuke?
I'll try inviting her tonight. I'll let you know how it goes.
Yo, that's very exciting! I'm rooting for you!
Hey, sorry for my late reply. I'm about to head home now.
That was so late. I already made dinner for you, so don't complain when you get home, okay?
Of course. Thank you.
Hey, did something happen at work today?
Why?
I don't know, but you seem a bit down.
Does she care about me enough to recognize that I'm not feeling great, even through my messages? In that case, why? Why would she cheat on me? I really wanted to type that, but I held back and did my best to stay neutral. Actually, my colleague told me that they're going to have their second baby, and I was thinking how I want one soon too. But then I was wondering how you felt about it.
What? I don't think that's a conversation we should have via messages.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Well, to answer your question, I guess I can't think about it anytime soon. I'm enjoying life right now too.
I see. Sorry for asking an awkward question.
Well then, I'm waiting for you at home.
Okay. Well, yeah, of course you don't need any kids right now, because you're having an affair, or worse. Would you say that you would want a kid if it was with that guy? I don't remember being such a bad person with such bad thoughts. I went straight home and ate dinner with Yuko, but I had no idea what it even tasted like. For the first time since getting married, I didn't finish dinner, and I went straight to bed. Yuko said, maybe you're getting sick, and seemed to be worried about me, but... It's all because of you, you idiot! I was screaming on the inside. The next day, it was Sunday and my day off, but I didn't want to do anything, and I stayed in bed all day.
Well, I'm gonna go out now, but if you need anything, just message me.
Sure, be careful. Looking like she put in quite a bit of effort into her appearance, Yuko walked out the door. Now that I think about it, Yuko had a lot of new bags and clothes recently. Even when we were talking together, I felt like she was always concerned about her phone. What is it? Someone from work?
Yeah, I just changed apartments, so things have been really hectic.
I wanted to punch myself in the face for believing everything that Yuko had been saying. I should have been more suspicious back then. When I looked up signs they're cheating on my phone, Yuko was hitting almost every mark with a very high percentage. Although, well, I'd already seen it all back at the hotel. I had no one to talk to about this. So this time, I searched husband who's been cheated on. I started looking into all of the ways that I could deal with this. Suddenly, I came across a very interesting article. I see. That makes sense. While learning from the experiences of the other husbands who had the same unfortunate fate as me, I began devising my plan.
I'm home. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling much better now. Thanks.
Is that so? That's good. What do you want for dinner?
We haven't been out in a while. Should we go somewhere?
Sounds good. I'm in the mood for Italian.
Got it. So I held my tongue and decided to pretend like everything was normal between us. Apparently the most important thing was for my wife not to find out that I suspected her of having an affair.
Yum. I've had my eye on this place for a while.
It's good. And for the price, this wine is pretty nice too.
Let's come again soon.
Yeah, let's. Oh, by the way, our wedding anniversary is coming up soon. But is there anywhere in particular you want to go?
Oh, that's right. It's the 10th of July, right?
That's right. It's the anniversary of our first date, and also our wedding anniversary. You know, it's going to be our 3rd year being married.
That's true. I'll look into some restaurants.
Whenever Yuko lies, she has a habit of touching the back of her ears. She must have forgotten about it. I guess I was the only one looking forward to it. Even if I hadn't seen the scene at the hotel, I realized that my feelings toward Yuko were already starting to dry out. If I'm the only one constantly telling her that I love her, it would only be in vain. However, Perhaps because she was so desperate to cover up her lies, she apparently drank more than usual, and she was wasted. Hey, Yuko, are you okay? You drank way too much.
What? Why not? I should be allowed to drink every now and again.
Here, grab on tight.
Hey, you're not gonna do it with me tonight.
Huh? What are you saying?
Nato.
When I heard that come out of her mouth, something inside of me cracked! Hey, Yuko, you don't want to have kids?
What? Even you're gonna ask me something like that, guy? But you know, if it was your baby, Nato, I think I might want one.
What about your husband?
Honestly, I don't even care anymore. I can't even look at him as a man anymore. Honestly, I don't even like being touched by him.
I see. Well, once you sober up, let's do it.
Yay.
I carried Yuko to the bed and laid her down, and in order to calm myself down, I went to take a shower. Ugh. I don't remember her being this bad with alcohol. We had already been completely broken. I'd just been blind to it. No, maybe we just wanted different things. Yuko wanted a family-like love from me, and I wanted a couple-like love from her. But after all of this, it would be impossible for me to maintain any love towards her. However, the next day, Yuko woke up as though nothing had happened and was eating breakfast as usual. It looks like she didn't remember anything. At the same time, with very good timing, I was about to head off to a 3-day business trip. I was truly saved that I wouldn't have to see her for the next 3 days. I'm sure she's going to spend the next 3 days fully enjoying herself with that guy. Damn it. I wish I could divorce her right now. But it was still too early to serve her with divorce papers. According to the article that I was using as a guide, it shouldn't be long until the time would come. 3 days later, I'm home. Ugh, I'm exhausted. I guess business trips really do take it out of you. I laid down in the bed and was rolling around when Yuko came into the bedroom.
Welcome home, Taminosuke.
Yuko? Yuko was, shockingly, unbelievably, wearing sexy lingerie and hopped onto me like a horse. What is this? Are you drunk again?
No, I'm not. I'm just in the mood to do it again tonight.
Excuse me?
Right? You were saying you wanted kids too, so let's just get it over with. We don't even need to have any foreplay. It'll be fine.
Yuko. Yes! Finally! Finally! Why would I ever let this opportunity go? My heart was beating faster and faster, but I held it in and replied calmly, "Oh, well, I just got back from my business trip. I don't have that much energy. Sorry, I'm going to go sleep tonight."
Why? You were asking me all this time saying that you wanted me to do it, and now I'm finally inviting you and you're rejecting me?
You're the one that was always saying no because you were tired from work, and I have days like that too.
Then tomorrow. Tomorrow. Promise me, okay?
Alright. Good night. The wave that I've been waiting and waiting for was finally here. After that, I continued to repeatedly reject her advances. I said I was busy with work, that I wasn't feeling well, that I wasn't in the mood. I used every excuse that Yuko had used against me right back at her. Then one day, I noticed a change come upon Yuko. What's wrong? You look really pale.
It's nothing. I think I may have drank too much yesterday.
Really? Then why don't you take some pills to feel better?
Yeah, maybe.
1 week after that, Yuko was pale every day and wasn't feeling well, and her appetite was decreasing too. I finally saw her throwing up in the bathroom, so I ran to the pharmacy and purchased a certain thing. Hey Yuko, I'm sure there's no way that it would be possible, but why don't you take this, just in case?
What is that?
What do you mean? It's a test, a pregnancy test. I don't know, but your symptoms seem to be really similar to pregnancy symptoms. If anything were to happen, it wouldn't be good, so we should take the test, just in case.
There's no way, because you and I haven't done it at all recently.
I know, right? We've been celibate for over half a year now, so I'm sure there's no way, but, you know, I'm worried about your body. So if you're so sure, then you can take it, right?
I
pressured her until she caved, and Yuko took the test. Just as I expected, a very clear line showed up as positive. That's strange, isn't it? Why would it come out as positive, even though we haven't done it for over 6 months? Oh, is this your child with your favorite Mr. Naoto?
How did you...
Why don't you hurry up and call him?
Why should I? He has nothing to do with this.
He has a lot to do with this. This is about your kid. You and him. Or do you have some other guys too? I wouldn't mind gathering the whole group together. Normally, I never, ever get angry, even towards Yuko. Since the days we were dating until now, I had never raised my voice towards her. That's why my attitude towards her must have been really scary for her. Yuko picked up the phone and called her boyfriend, Naoto, and shortly after, he arrived. This boyfriend of hers looked like a ghost, as he apologized profusely with a completely pale face.
I am truly so very sorry. We weren't actually dating. We were just friends with benefits.
What? You're lying! I thought you were serious about me, weren't you?
Who would ever want to date an alcoholic old lady like you? Plus, I'm not the kind of guy that has any special woman. It's a chore.
Well then, why did you make a baby?
She's the one that told me I could get raw that day, and that after that, she would create an alibi with her husband, so I could relax. That I have the same blood type as her husband, so he'll never know.
Interesting.
Because I thought that if we had a baby together, then you'd marry me. That's what I thought I had to do to make me your number one.
Are you kidding me? What a nuisance! If anything, I'm a victim too! How stupid are you? Actually falling for someone that's just a hookup!
Ugh, that's enough. Anyway, I'm going to divorce Yuko, and I'll be suing the two of you for adultery.
What? Why am I involved?
You knew that she was married, and yet you still laid hands on her. So of course. Anyway, I'm going to go to the hotel now, so the two of you can deal with the rest. Bye.
Oh, wait! Honey, please, let's talk about this, honey!
Hello? Yuko's mom? I'm sorry to call you this late at night.
What's the matter? It's so rare to get a call from you, Taminosuke.
Actually, I wanted to let you know that Yuko is pregnant.
Wow, really? That's wonderful news. Yuko had actually talked to me about this the other day.
Talk to you about it?
She said that she always wanted kids, but that she wasn't really sure you were on the same page, so I'm so happy to hear this.
Is that so? I'm very sorry, but recently my work has been really busy. Would you mind going to check in on Yuko a little bit? It seems like her morning sickness has been really heavy.
Of course, my husband is home too right now, so the both of us will go and check in on her.
Thank you very much. It's a huge help. And with that, my plan was complete. In the article that I had read, it said that if your celibate wife suddenly starts chasing after you, then it's very likely that she's doing that to cover up an affair, so that it was important to reject her, no matter what. And then, if you can confirm the pregnancy, then it would be even easier to kick her down into hell. The two of them had already been to the hotel together multiple times. Whether or not we got divorced, I had a feeling things would end up this way anyway. Although, I didn't expect things to go this perfectly according to plan. After that, my father-in-law and my mother-in-law ran over to the house, only to be met with Yuko and her boyfriend in a screaming match with each other. My father-in-law didn't hesitate and said,
What the hell is going on here?
to the both of them, and they had to explain everything from scratch on the spot. Yuko was dragged back to her parents' home on the spot, but not before her parents came to me and got down on their knees to apologize. But that didn't change my intention of getting a divorce, so I collected a plentiful settlement fee and divorced her. The other guy had to go into debt in order to pay the settlement fee in one payment. I'm sure he doesn't have time for any woman at this point, with how much he'll have to work to pay it back. As for the baby in her belly, after also going into debt due to the settlement fees, the rumors spread around Yuko's office and she was forced to resign from her job. There was no way that she would be able to raise the baby, so apparently, she decided to give up on it. After that, my former in-laws kicked Yuko out of their house, and they disowned her. That's no surprise, though. After all, Yuko's father was a policeman. He was an extremely strict and serious person, and there's no way he would forgive her for cheating. They even went to my parents to apologize. That's how bad they felt. I wonder if Yuko became the way she was as a response to her strict upbringing. To this day, I don't know the answer. And there's no need to either. I decided to have a full reset of my life. I changed jobs, and I moved houses, and I've started my new chapter. I may be once divorced, but I'm still only 27 years old. I'm going to think of this as the start of my second life, and I'm excited to enjoy it fully, whatever that may mean.